And now, live from the Elite Ringside Network studios, this is Raw Review with AJ Jensen and Spencer Hart.
You could get high or you could get low. You could stay young or you could grow old. Let it go. 'Cause I'ma go for broke. You could go hard or you could go home. You could live life or you could just fold. Let it go.
What is going on, everybody? This is Raw Review here on the Elite Ringside Network, Spreaker.com, iTunes Player.fm, PodDirectory.com, Stitcher.com, TuneIn Radio, the Castbox.fm, and of course the Satchel Player for your Android and iPhones. We are also on the 434 on Facebook and the official podcast of 434.com. As always, I'm joined by the awesome co-host, Mr. AJ Jensen. How you doing, my friend?
Hello.
Hello. So we are here to recap the Go Home Raw before SummerSlam. The theme this week was, and it really played out, was SummerSlam comes early. And boy, did we see that. In my opinion, you and I were talking before the show, I really enjoyed this Monday Night Raw. I thought that going into it, expectations, in my opinion, were not so great because we've had really crap go home Raws.
Well, before we get into that, I just want to bring this up real quick because it's been kind of crazy these last 24 hours with Ric Flair still being in critical condition.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm sure, unless people live under a rock, everyone has heard that Ric Flair basically went in for a routine checkup and ended up getting put into a force-induced coma for surgery. I haven't heard anything, any type of updates that just other than he's still in critical condition. After colon surgery to remove a blockage, that was causing him to have issues. I guess he had suffered kidney failure because of it, and that's, I guess, one of the reasons why he went in. But I just want to give a shout out to him and his family, because god damn it, if we ever need Nature Boy Ric Flair to kick out at 2, it's right now.
Yeah, hell yeah. And I was really sad when I heard about what Ric Flair was going through this weekend. And I really do hope that he gets better, because that would just be a devastating thing to happen at this time. So, our thoughts and prayers from everybody here at the Elite Ringside Network are with the Flair family. I hope everything goes well with Rick moving forward, and I hope that we hear something soon about Rick, and hope he's doing well. Because he's the Nature Boy. We always need the Nature Boy.
I can honestly say, as a 35-year-old, going on 36 next month, I am not prepared to deal with the loss of Ric Flair right now.
No, and me at 24, I wouldn't be ready for that either. I don't think anybody would be. But from all accounts, sounds like he's doing okay. I believe he's back at home from what I read. At this point now he's just resting from, the horrible weekend that he had. So, hang in there, Nate. And we hope that everything heals up quite nicely and we hear back from you soon. So,
You're woo!
Woo! Yeah. Good God, that would be terrible.
I wanted to bring that up real quick before we got into the meat and grits of Monday Night Raw before I forgot about it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something you have to talk about. You can't not talk about fucking the Nature Boy Ric Flair being hospitalized and almost dying.
Yeah. As much as it's as sad as it is, and how much it sucks to talk about, we're talking about now Ric Flair being hospitalized and not in good shape health-wise. I don't think anybody's ready to deal with that yet, but it needs to be stated.
Yeah.
So let's get into Monday Night Raw. We start out with Dean Ambrose coming out to the ring, calling out Seth Rollins. And one of the greatest emotional roller coasters I've been on in a while. So,
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I
thought it was too much. I thought it was too much, and I felt like it was forced.
Really? Yeah. There was a lot to take in here. We start with Ambrose calling out Rollins. Rollins basically comes down the ring, says, "Let's let bygones be bygones," and does the fist thing again. And Ambrose refuses, and then Rollins admits to, screwing everybody in the back, and then they beat the shit out of each other. And then Cesaro and Sheamus come down to the ring, and then they all start fighting. Then Seth and Dean come down, clear out the ring, and then they do the fisting again, where Ambrose does it, and then Rollins does it, and then they both did it together, and the place went nuts.
Yeah, I mean, the place went absolutely batshit crazy after that. I mean, I even posted in the wrestling group, like Jesus, that crowd just went, freaking apeshit. Because, I mean, it's something everyone's wanted, I guess, for a while. I'm already waiting for the Dean Ambrose heel turn. That's what I'm hoping will be the best thing to come out of this. Because I don't see what the point of reuniting 2 of the 3 members of the Shield is if you're not going to bring the third one back. It's like putting 3 of the 4 horsemen back together. Doesn't make sense.
Right. That's what I think is going to happen too. Is this is going to set up the heel turn for Dean Ambrose? You have to bear with me, people. I am deathly sick over here today, so my brain is all over the place today. I think the heel turn with Dean Ambrose against Seth Rollins would be the best booking out of this. Unless they bring back Reigns for the Shield, it's not going to happen in a million fucking years.
Yeah, Roman Reigns is way, they're pushing him way too main event for him to go back and reunite with the Shield. I almost feel like that would be, as a fan, do I want to see it? Absolutely. I would love to, but I think from a business standpoint, that would be a step backwards for Roman Reigns. And I don't know, I don't know if it would help him to go back to the Shield. Maybe have him take that step back and do that again and try and get the love from the fans.
I was going to say, if from a booking standpoint, if you want to have Roman Reigns at the top and that's what you want to do with him, putting him back with the Shield's not the way to go. If you don't really have...
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, because, I mean, it's either going to... 2 things are going to happen. If you try to put Roman Reigns back with the Shield, you're either going to strike out and it's going to fail miserably, or you're going to hit a fucking grand slam with it.
Right, yeah. So, if you want Reigns to kind of take a step back from the main title picture, why the hell not? It would give, those hardcore fans that really wanted to just off themselves the day the Shield died. Why not? But yeah, like you stated before, the reunification of the Shield is really nothing unless all 3 of them are there at the same time.
Yeah.
It's brothers reunited, like they said, but it's not the Shield. It's just Rollins and Ambrose.
Yeah.
So, after they, do the fist bump thing, Kurt Angle comes out to book the tag team title match at SummerSlam against Sheamus and Cesaro.
Which we have been talking about for weeks on the show.
Right. Called it! Yeah, so that'll be at SummerSlam. So moving into the next match, Sasha Banks versus Nia Jackson, the number 1 contendership match for the Raw Women's Championship.
Pissed me off.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure if I'm happy with how this worked. Um, but yeah, it's weird to me that that Sasha won this match.
Yeah, I agree. I thought the same thing. I thought the best thing to do would to have Nia Jax go against Alexa Bliss at SummerSlam. Now we're gonna get Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss. I believe that's already been a thing. I honestly don't remember because if it was, it wasn't that good. Otherwise, I would have remembered it. But it just, I don't know. I don't have a lot. I don't really actually have anything against Sasha Banks, to be honest. Because I mean, quite frankly, I love staring at her